No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself. Many people are fooled, believing that an easy life is the best life. But what value does an unchallenged life hold? Escape this conformity that mediocrity demands. And from this point forward, dare to dive into life's storms. See every struggle not as a burden, but as a battlefield where your true mettle is forged and revealed.
Welcome to the Umbrella.
I think it's this way.
So where we're going, it's called Hacking what? Hacking Knife. And obviously someone got hacked up there with a machete or something. We just don't know when. Yeah. So this is obviously Bury's folklore, yeah? I like Bury's folklore, to be honest. So you're suspecting it's what, from maybe 5th Roman times, maybe? And he probably got done in with a machete. But we don't know why, do we? So someone got macheted up and we don't know why. So if you're watching, welcome to the 5th video of Bury. And this is the main man Ben, who's our guide today.
Well,
he's gonna show us the area and we'll see what happens. Yeah.
This first one here, where the grandma's got a picture of that bus that went through that nosedive into the road where the road should have come.
Yeah.
There's always been trouble there. They say that there's loads of mine shafts underneath.
Yeah, you were saying that, weren't you? And it's all water now, isn't it? So we'll talk about that now, in fact. So you were saying that there was a house there, and what else was it?
It was meant to be an old white little house.
Yeah. And then you were saying that some people died in it and the bodies could possibly still be there.
Could be, yeah. I reckon that it collapsed because it was that close to the water. It might not have been supported as good as it should have been.
Yeah.
Concrete or whatever. I reckon maybe the supports had gone in the middle of the night or something, and yeah, who knows? Could still be down there, I reckon.
So this is an old Roman road, isn't it? Dating back probably, I would have thought, not before the 12th century. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought anyway. I mean, it might be, but it's...
Right here.
I'm only spectating at this point, I don't actually know.
I'd take you up past. So my grandma just lives on this side over here.
Yeah.
And you walk up there on this side here, see where the road has been redone again. And when we had a bit of a flash flood a few years ago. So you see where this, on the tarmac here, see where it's new?
Oh yeah.
So a sinkhole opened up here.
Right.
Big sinkhole from there, right up to where it gets redone there. Great big sinkhole here. And if you look back on the picture what my grandma had, that bus went through roughly about there.
Right.
So there's always been a bit of a weak spot.
Round here?
Yeah. We're going to take a ride to you.
So this is Asbury Drive, yeah? So there's a church as well nearby, isn't there? What's that church called?
You've got New Jerusalem just over there.
Yeah.
And then you've got Stand United Reformed Church, which is at the top of...
That's what I was after. So what it looks like to me is that church is connected to that lane. So what would have probably happened is the worshippers back then, the people that believed in God, would have come up that lane. I would have thought it would have probably been the only access to the church, but it's hard to tell because of the way modern day society is now. But
I'm trying to think the name of the street. My grandma was born on this street. Walker Street, isn't it?
Walker Street.
Walker Street. My grandma Asa was born on there back in 1924. 10th of January. 93 when she died.
Wow.
We had a funeral at the church.
Yeah.
That Stand United Reformed Church.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's funny that, because that church is definitely made by the Masons, because it's the way they've made it. It's got a steeple, it's got a conduit, and it's just one old church. I'd have to research the church to find out.
Years ago, before it got all overgrown, you used to be able to walk up here.
Right.
Years ago, but just when I was a kid, we used to play about, messing about around here.
So this is Bury's Past, and if you watched the last video that I did, you'll know that we're digging into Bury's Past now and try to understand more, like we did in In Rochdale.
What's the bloody metal? It wasn't like this when I was a kid.
So the reason why I'm doing this video is obviously because if I come back at night, yeah, I know where to go.
This used to be paper mill on here.
Yes, I believe Radclife was really popular for paper mills, weren't it?
Yeah, you used to have Radclife paper mill on here back in the day.
Yeah.
Back years ago, and you used to have East Lancs paper mill, which is more in the centre of Radclife, near Festival Garden. So I'll let you pick which one you want to go first. You want to go to the what is meant to be known as the site of this old house.
Yeah. We can do it all at once, can't we?
You can, yeah. But I think the best way to get to the house is going left here.
I'd like to walk down like we was this morning, you know, that you showed me.
Yeah, we'll go up there, we'll walk there, yeah.
So, big shout out to Ben because obviously he's taking us and showing us and telling us basically. And it beats me doing it, especially Ben knows more than I do.
Oh, I used to knock a bit when I was a kid. It's just my stomping guy.
Yeah. It's weird that, because I just did a video on Birch Hill, yeah, and not many people know about Birch Hill Hospital, but it's the same for me. That's where I grew up, if you get me.
Yes,
so I know all about it.
You're going to know like the little ins and outs, the little daft, quirky little walkways.
But here I know nothing, basically. I have to either go to the fucking museum or speak to people like yourself and understand fucking what's going on.
Yes, this is a little stretch of water. Funny tiny. Now, I don't know if you can get up this back. It's been bloody years since I've been.
So you've not been down here for about 15 years or something, is that right?
Yeah, it's probably even longer. We should mess about in here. Yeah, that's well overgrown, isn't it?
Is it? Why could you used to get through there?
You used to be able to get through, like, used to be a little path.
Yeah.
You used to walk up. But I reckon if we come round to the other side, you might be able to see it on the other side. So apparently the house is just in this top corner on the left.
Oh, the house? What, so it's supposed to be underneath this?
Yeah, up there, like behind them trees that had collapsed. Meant to be. Where them trees had collapsed, it was meant to be behind there.
Right.
I don't think anyone's ever taken a dive.
I tell you what, it'd be spooky to come down here at night on its own.
Yeah.
You just get that eerie feel. Like daytime, it's nothing, but you can just tell with that water. It's got some spooky vibe to it. But again, I'd have to go over there by the water side and.
I don't think anyone's ever dipped their toes in to have a see what it's.
Yeah, well, you can imagine diving that, man. You know what I mean? It'd be a good dive.
It would be a good dive. I think you definitely need a decent team. Just obviously for safety. To make
Yeah, of course, yeah.
This is one little path. You sort of made it into a bit of a nature reserve around there. You know? Sort of just made.
I remember seeing that sign this morning actually, and it said nature reserve.
Yeah, I think it's meant to. I think you call it Chapel Field Nature Reserve, or something, which is all around there. It's like a bit of a walk that you can do around.
Yeah.
It goes up towards Old Standian, which is an old place, an old football team and stuff. Which is just off the golf course. That's the closest area bombs ever got dropped in World War II.
So do you know of any bomb shelters in Bury?
What air raid shelter?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, underneath my house.
Is there?
Yeah. Where the crack centre is, you can get into it from there.
Can you?
Apparently so, yeah. I've never done it.
Have you not? I think we should try it.
We'll go into the basement. It goes underneath my house because my garden's higher than everyone else's, and it's not because of the camber of the road, you know, going down.
Yeah.
It goes up. Actually, you know, pretty far. It's a good 5-6 foot up from the next door neighbours. Yeah, quite. Always give you a bit of an idea.
Yeah, I mean, can I look at it down there, man?
Imagine coming back on a full moon, it being a bit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Is that ducks down there? There's something making a water ripple. Probably just ducks or something. But yeah, it's definitely got a feel to it. Like you could just tell on a full moon coming here.
Yeah, you've got the school at the top of the hill, which is Chapel Field Primary School that we did this morning on on the bins.
Look at it like open here, little stones and shit.
Yeah, it's quite a nice little walk.
They've obviously been cut them, haven't they?
Look at this, in living memory of Heidi, a selfless lady who helped to make our community a better place to live.
Big shout out to Heidi.
So I wonder what happened there.
She might come here, whatever. It's quite an interesting point actually. It's good how they've made a little plaque for her. Right, I actually don't know what this is, but I think it's a sign, to be honest. But it looks to me like an angel. But let's have a look at this again closer. Have a think of what it's not, and then see what you're left with.
Hopefully, you know what you mentioned before. Hopefully not. You never know. I hope not. Let's never see that. You see what I mean? That's just a little walkway that would put some steps in up to the other part of the estate. So like I said, all this was obviously massive with what do you call it, with Radclife paper mill.
Yeah.
And obviously, when I was a kid, they were messing about with the land and flattening it all, levelling it all out and stuff. I can't remember it being the paper mill.
I noticed that with Cycle Track 6, like they've done a lot of work to try to, you know, make it more presentable to like modern day walking, if you get me.
Yeah, this is it, yeah, we're coming on to it. Yeah.
Right, hold on, let's put the tube on and then we can listen. So which way is it? Which way would it be? Would it be left or right?
This is, from the point where we were before,
yeah.
It's left, it's up that way. And you're probably closer to that house I was on about.
Right. And we was up there last time, yeah? We come from up there or something?
We came from this way. So when you came walk down before, you walk down a little bit this way, towards this way. So you're sort of in the middle here of Stan Lane and Outwood. They say it's an old road.
Yeah.
And you can see by the cobble, they say it's an old Roman road.
That's what I was about to say then. The old cobbles that you'll be able to see is part of the old Roman road. Very similar to one at Blackstone Edge that people that maybe have seen me do videos on Blackstone Edge.
With the overgrowth here.
Right, I don't mean to interrupt here, but Ben's about to say, so what's down here these days? And the reply is were.
Coming underneath here, so you know, all the cobbles were.
Yeah.
Down there these days.
Where? Oh, it's just they're asking, it's the same where, so I got where through. So where, you know, they're asking like where. So that could mean a number of things, to be honest. So what's it?
You said where?
So it just came through as an EVP on there, so that's obviously come through my
What's an EVP?
So it's electronic voice phenomenon. So that'd be like, that's like frequencies that we can speak on. So that's that beep that you just heard then, it's like a magnet ping. So basically there's magnetism around us. We can't see the magnetism, but my phone's picking it up. It picked up back there too. So it's unknown magnetism basically, and that's what's it there? Sarah. So this is what I'm trying to understand here, you know, because I've not been here before. So I'm looking for like magnetism with no source. Yeah, I'm looking for.
Used to be. It looks like the size of a house, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does actually.
Relatively, and like you see the sort of like the foundation. I'm guessing with the concrete here.
So what's interesting, if the victim was a male or a female, you know, that got hacked up.
Nobody like this. Nobody knows. All I know is I've grown up knowing it being called the hacking knife.
I'm hoping someone sees this video and can mention more, because this is why I usually do them. It's so people can.
See, these are them flats that we did before.
Right.
On the bins, but a different one.
So how far does this go down, do you reckon?
So this goes all the way up to there's an old, I think there might be still an old steeple, you know, an old chimney stack.
Yeah.
That was scary then, that.
It's old, that's interesting. So it's drainage that they must have put in. Imbecile! What did it say? Imbecile. Right, yeah.
It's only about 6 foot deep, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
So they would have put that in right recently, and I reckon it's something to do with.
A lot of that could be water from the golf course. The golf course.
Yeah, drainage. Yeah. So when it rains, it obviously has got somewhere to go. It probably go into the pond over there.
Yeah. Why did it say embassy?
Because sometimes they don't say nice things. Sometimes they'll say, you know, then you can understand what you're dealing with then. So if it's like if you're saying stuff like threatening you and stuff like that, you know that it's it's not pleasant. So
this wall's been here for years, as you can see. Dry stone.
And if you get me. So hopefully we can listen to some. So if there's stuff here, yeah, then it should come through. But I mentioned about the moon phase. So if it was some full moon phase night, then you'd be getting it through a lot clearer. Probably the same time, if you ask me.
What, with that and that other?
Yeah, possibly. You're just looking for stuff in the water. Some kind of in the water.
What, with that and that other?
Yeah, possibly. You're just looking for stuff in the water. Some kind of It's just obviously a voice that's disembodied, so we were a male voice, that one. So we're looking for something in the brickwork usually, like some kind of initials or something, or some kind of something that's relevant usually. You see it every now and again. Whoever made the wall usually leaves a signature in the wall.
Yeah. I'm not too sure.
Who's on this frequency? Do you want to come and communicate? Something then, it's some kind of reply. Usually when I listen to this, I play it back, then I'll rewind it right and make it a lot slower.
So this is where they did the tarmacking from.
Right.
Right, where is that? It looks like they're taking it down. Oh no, it's still there. Old chimney stack. I used to climb that when I was a kid.
Did you?
We used to play dares. You can climb up.
So this is what we were at the top of here this morning.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. This is your chimney stack. There's bars in it. I used to bloody climb up. You see them metal bars?
Oh yeah. Oh look at that! I didn't even see that.
Yeah, we used to climb.
And that's from the chimney, is it?
Yeah,
that's from the factory.
From some form of factory.
Look at that!
Yeah.
I didn't even see that. So fucking out the way, that.
Yeah, hidden, isn't it?
Yeah, so well hidden that.
We used to climb up round the back there, and right, you can climb the highest.
Fucking, we climbed up there.
Yeah, up into the top.
Mad cunt, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you kid, you got no fear, have you?
No, that's it. Yeah.
But if you climb it from the back, if you go, like I said, we used to walk up round the back.
Yeah.
And there's lower bars that you can climb, so when you're climbing up that way, you don't see them as high, but then when you look forward, you think, oh god, they are actually quite high here.
So I'm assuming, yeah, if you walk down here, yeah, at night, and that's obviously that sign's a nature reserve, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how far is it to walk to the other end now? You know, like to get to the other end. What's at the other end of the fucking, you know, the cobbles?
What, that?
Yeah. How far is it?
Oh, it's good. It's good. Probably 500-600 metres.
Is it?
Yeah. It is quite. It's quite far. That's what he used to say. Like, you know, I don't know what's actually under here.
Yeah.
If there's any cobbles or anything, whether they just tarmac
Over the cobbles.
Over the cobbles.
Yeah, it's usually what they do. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not too sure whether there's any evidence of cobbles.
Yeah.
I can't really see anything because it's overgrown, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, this is the entrance there where we're going this morning.
From the paper factory.
Well, yeah, this is the entrance. Oh, they say you're hacking right down here.
It's like a female, and you got Sarah before, so it might have captured some audio. So with it being female, but I need to walk back down there, probably about another 300 yards, and then that should be it. Then I'll just see if I get a picture on Sia. That's all. So that'll give us a picture then, basically, of what we was talking about then. So hopefully we get a picture. We'll see her. So once we flip over, we're good now. So we should just be able to see any pictures. Usually pretty good. Usually get pictures of people like laying bricks, you know, from fucking, if there was a Roman road or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'll just wait for one to trigger. So that magnetism should trigger, that I picked up already, should trigger a picture. So we should get a picture, because I know there's magnetism with no source, if you get me. There's no metal around us, so there shouldn't be really any magnetism in theory, but obviously if we're dealing with spirits that know how to manipulate magnetism and move objects, because that's what they do really. They use magnetism and invisible forces like milligauss and other factors like positrons and positive electrons and stuff like that. It's physics, I guess, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when that's what a lot of people won't realise, like how paranormal and physics usually work. Can you come and draw us a picture, please? And you can come and describe to us anything from the past. Who you were waiting for is a ding usually, but because obviously the moon phase is sort of low and we're in daytime, it usually takes a little bit of time. It's always best in sunset or, you know, first thing in the morning or bang in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Although I do usually do day videos, but sometimes when you're at a new place it's best to come in a day so you can understand more.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is you've got these flats here now, so you can always find a bit of light just
Yeah.
to find your way. Oh, I need to head that way if you get lost or anything. Now remember, there used to be a path that way, a little bit of a path.
Yeah.
That way, as you can see.
And that'd take you to the river, would it?
Yeah, that'll take you to there.
Yeah.
If it sounds like if you're up for a bit of an adventure, or
Yeah.
thing, I'll try and take you to the actual this house.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we've got a picture. Look.
What's that?
So we'll let it. It's always gets blurry in the day, and then it'll settle down to whatever it is.
Wait, why are we getting a picture? Is that a person?
It looks like a woman. See it? So you can see her little finger there. You see her face? Yeah, and then she's got like a little old Victorian dress or whatever. That looks like some kind of mask, and that looks like a bed. If you get me. So that could be Sarah. And we're dead near the house as well, aren't we? Which is over there. So maybe she wore a mask because she was burnt or whatever. Or maybe she got hacked and this is what she looks like after.
What's that on the floor, that white and black
Yeah,
thing?
it looks like a mask of that. You know, the mask that they'd wear back then.
Something to do with like the Black Death.
It could be, yeah. I mean,
Sort
that's
of
what
thing.
that's
Do you
what
know
the
them
doctors.
masks
Yeah,
they
the
used to
doctors
wear?
were the doctors used to wear
How's
the
it gone
masks.
now, then?
So it go on, and then we probably get another one because I've only got so long with one picture. If you get me, although I can save it and then put it in a video and then and
Are you
zoom
on
in.
video here?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm just recording now. So
That's creepy.
yeah, it's a bit creepy, but it's worse at night. Like if you're talking about something and then it comes through with a picture, and it was funny how we got that picture right near the house.
Well,
yeah.
What we're guessing is some form of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We were near some structure, and then it said Sarah before, didn't it? And then it drew the woman, yeah. And then we're assuming, yeah, that now this woman that's been hacked is a female.
Definitely. Look at the bricks there, and look at the foundation. You're up for an adventure, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look like that's like the corner of the house there, isn't it? But obviously, it's been that long, the trees all there.
Well, what's weird is, yeah, the fucking trees have probably open it. The trees probably gone through the bricks, and there was obviously something around here that maybe needed opening at one point.
I'm not gonna get like hurt or anything.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
If you're gonna get attacked, I should get a warning first. But yeah, you don't usually get attacked on a thingy like this. It's more of a investigation on the area and the folklore really on what we're trying to get at.
there's a lot of these pieces here, like like these pieces here, but obviously they're proper heavy pieces.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Me
Yeah.
and you aren't lifting
Yeah. They're fucking. That's foundation tackle. That. You know,
Look at it
from
here.
a fucking cement.
You look at it here.
Oh yeah, look, see, you can see it all here.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's bricks there,
Yeah,
and like obviously, like you said, like some form of foundation,
Yeah.
some form of concrete on top to like level it. Like,
Course, yeah.
You know, like you would
Yeah.
do.
and this looks very similar to Water Grove where I've been, and there's lots of Roman remains there, if you get me.
Obviously, there's a lot of bricks scattered about.
Yeah,
Hundreds of bricks, and some at there.
yeah.
God only knows what could be lurking in that water. Because they ain't small pieces, them even
No.
they're heavy.
No, not at all.
And there's loads of bricks on the
Yeah.
front there, isn't
He-
there?
he- two of us, that's a double ping actually. Two of us won't
Was
be able
that
to pick that. It basically means two rapid magnet pings around us. So something's been attracted to either us or what we're saying. So we're trying to help them basically by spectating on what possibly was here. And then when we start talking, that's when we start getting a reaction. You know, it's probably the truth. But we'll usually get a
So
reaction.
this could be Sarah's house.
It could be, yeah. I mean, obviously, I usually get one ping for no and then two for yes, but it depends on the dialogue, basically. So that's basically confirming, I reckon, what we was talking about there, that this is possibly a house, some foundation that may or may not be related to the hacking thing. But we don't know anything about the hacking thing, like what year it was, if it was a male, if it was a female.
Whether it's just a rumour.
Yeah, whether it's Bury's folklore, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's nice. It's an interesting place. And that water's probably going into there off the golf course, if you ask me. Because it's obviously been building up for some time and it doesn't look like it's going anywhere. There's no receding marks or anything, do you know what I mean?
It's not stagnant, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all stagnant water.
I mean, God only knows what's in the bottom of that. I ain't got a clue.
Yeah, it's a fucking quite an interesting one.
It's the height of summer, and I don't.
You're hiding, are you? Right. So we've got spirits that like to hide.
I mentioned the water before, so if you're hiding in the water,
Yeah, eventually it could be. Obviously, be a great place to hide in the water.
is that telling me that she could be still
Hiding around here, yeah.
I know she could be still in there.
Well, you mentioned about the bodies possibly hiding in the water, didn't you? That's possible. We didn't rule it out or in that the bodies could be, they could have died in the house.
Or she could, or potentially could have got murdered and then thrown into the.
It's possible,
Do
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, but
Yeah.
like hiding, and that was it. Back in then, you never had any decent forensic teams.
That's it, yeah. So it takes.
Once you look for a body.
Yeah, you're not going to find one, are you? You know what I mean? So yeah, that's it. Sorry, yeah, your body's got. You heard that, didn't you? It's like some kind of twigging.
Yeah. A wood pigeon up there.
Is it?
On the right hand side.
It's mad, you know, because you always.
Got the back end of it then.
You always get when you're talking about something, then there's like a pause, and then there's like a snap branch or something. It's like a reply to usually what you're asking. But the best ones are magpies. You start talking and then you start going mad. Magpies. I'll let that go for a minute. The SLS camera, just see if there's any figures that obviously we can't see.
So I'm guessing you're still filming here, aren't you?
Yeah. I'll put it all together.
Just for proof and evidence.
Yeah.
Am I?
So
you see me mapped
yeah.
out?
So we can see you mapped out. Yeah.
This ain't lying. It's
No.
This
There's yeah. So
I am like, whoa. Wait a minute.
You'll see that. It's a nice little aeroplane, man.
Right. So there we go. So anything that pops up there, it ain't fake.
No, it's not fake. No.
And I'm a skeptic on this.
Yeah. So what we're doing, it's probably not going to happen, but I do it anyway because it's daytime, and if it were night time, you'd get closer captures. But if we start walking down that path, we might pick something up.
Some form of duck.
On the Roman road. But usually they come in for a second and leave, if you get me.
Yeah.
They just jump like that one then. See it, yeah. So that's a proper fucking man, that. And it looks like
it's a tree though.
Yeah, it looks like a tree, but when they just seen it then, yeah. When they just seen him, he's doing what you're looking for is a repetitive same movement, if you get me. So then if it's a repetitive...
Is that just trying to pick up the tree?
It probably is picking up the tree, but when I'm not seeing a repetitive movement, it keeps reaching for that something in the air there, if you get me. And then before, I've seen like two hands reach. So it's hard to tell with that because it could be the tree, yeah. But if I move it over here to the water, yeah. Can you move over away from the tree? I doubt it's going to come in front of the camera, but... So then if it doesn't happen, then what you do is, you go back to the tree, and you're looking for the same thing again. Which appears to be something similar, if you get me, but there's no reaching for the sky now, if you get me. It was reaching with the right shoulder last time, so he's reaching up in the air. So now what I'll do, I'll stop, just audio straight away, and then I'm getting a capture fail there, so the camera's just froze now, so I can't get into it. Yeah.
Now we're touching outward now.
It would, yeah.
Yeah, because that house there would be like maybe Bull Hill Crescent, maybe.
Yeah, I'm getting figures mapping in, look.
Eh?
Look, see them in front of the camera. So there's no tree now. So I don't know if you've seen that. You'll be able to see it when you watch it back on the video. But yeah, just coming in for a second, out for a second, and then they come in, see it again there. So I don't actually know the location of this hacking. I wouldn't rule out it being here. Could it all,
Is it a case that it could be multiple?
It could be, yeah. There's obviously something mapping in there, so.
Touching like Bull Hill Crescent up there now.
Bull Hill Crescent.
Yeah, that's outward, that top outward on the right hand side. Left hand side, sorry.
So I just want to tell the viewer, yeah, I was getting captures here, yeah, and then I got a camera capture fail, so that was just my equipment going, so I wanted to get some Vox audio, and I couldn't, because obviously I was getting a capture, and obviously I've had to move back to the tube. But this, for the viewers that watch, you'll know this happens quite often in these areas. Yeah. Look at where the trees are and all that, and then there's obviously been some damage there from whatever. I don't know if that's weathering or shit like that, you know, with a tree where it's collapsed over. But it's mad because this happens usually. Sometimes you get dead trees in areas that, you know, where something bad's happened. This is a mad thing. People don't, you know, when it's on your doorstep. Who's on the speaker? Come over here. Come over here. I'm trying. I don't know who you are. That possibly something that's, you know what I mean? When the hack happened.
And again, the sign for the nature reserve.
Yeah.
Well, that path, I'm not too sure whether it just takes you up the side of the golf course.
Let me just have a little walk down here.
You're at the top of the 10th tee box now.
Fucking hell. Look how the land is, like where it's dipped here.
Yeah. You're at the top, like over there, behind the fence.
Yeah.
There's the top of the 10th tee, the Stan golf course coming down.
No way. There's obviously some kind of space in here. It looked like, for me personally, yeah, there could have been houses here at one point for the you know, next to the road.
Maybe.
I can only spectate that that's the case, but looking at it, that's how it looks.
I'm not too sure about this area.
Tell me about it.
That's a child.
It's all about it.
Yeah, so I was saying about the town, yeah. That's possibly a town here, yeah. And then it was like, tell me about it. You know, like as if to say, you was telling me something that you knew, like you've been emptying bins all day, yeah. And I goes, well, tell me about it, more or less to say, I've been with you all day, tell me about it, because I know what you've been going through, if you get me. That's like the reply. So I'm saying something that they're familiar with, it's like, well, tell me about it, kind of thing, so I know what you're talking about, if you get me.
Like houses being here.
Yeah, so that's basically what I was seeing in my mind, that there used to be like, you know, some kind of buildings here, whatever. And then they're like, well, tell me about it, more or less agreeing with what I'm saying, but in a different dialogue from what we usually used to. It's just a different way of English, if you get me. And that
Squirrel running down there.
was it?
Yeah. See it there then.
It's like a child's voice then. So this area looks really interesting to me. Would be to come here and set up here, like with the laser pens and stuff like that.
Laser pens?
Yeah, I've got laser pens, so specific laser pens for her.
Don't come in.
Don't come in. So again, it's like a building, if you get me. Buildings here, don't come in. So this is usually what I get when there used to be buildings. Don't come in. The doll. Talking about the doll or something. So it says the doll. So there could have been a child with a doll, I'm not sure. But yeah, obviously my last project I was dealing with a doll as well, so that's always a bit creepy, you know what I mean? That's when I was doing a TikTok live with half of the doll. But yeah, the lasers, basically you use the lasers, it helps them come into this dimension so they can stay for maybe a little bit longer for a manifestation. But it'll only be like, let's say that thing we're seeing down there was a quarter of a second. They might be enough for a little bit longer with the laser pen. So it might be a second and a half so I could get a capture then, do you know what I mean? So it's easier to put the evidence across. Down here, big picture straight away, see what happens.
What? Is that football?
It looks like fucking, let me just take my shades off. So that telling me the house was made of stone, if you get me. Maybe a dry stone house or whatever. So that's a stone, yeah, it looks to be a stone. So the houses, yeah, the houses were made of stone.
There's stone in the background, isn't there?
Yeah,
Quite clear
so
to see that, but then there's a big ball shape.
I'm assuming that the houses were made of stone or some kind of stone, and it was round here, and it's mad that, because I said that, I put the seer on, bang, right on cue, if you get me. It happened there and then obviously you've seen this already, it doesn't usually do it like randomly, it always usually comes out on cue. So we're assuming that there was houses here made of stone. And obviously something to do with a child, because we got tell me about it, and then obviously we was getting Sarah down there, so we're assuming now off this visit that Sarah was a victim of the hacker, and then up here was some kind of houses near the old Roman road.
Is Sarah your mum?
No, Sarah's not my mum, no. But yeah, it's I'm only spectating at this point, but I'll have to research more of this area. But this is usually what I do after. I'll do a video, then do the research, or vice versa. I'll do the research beforehand and then do the video. But I prefer to do the video first and then find out the creepy stuff on my phone after, you know, when I'm reading through it and that, you know, I'll be like, no way, I got a picture of that. But yeah, it's definitely an area of interest. It's not actually that long, that thingy, is it? That thingy, the road.
No, it's not mega long. Map can find out how far it actually went.
Yeah, there'll be something on the ONS.
Well, you do walk down and then cut through it.
Well, we'll walk. Which way are you finishing? Which way do you need to go now? Where it's best for you to
go that
down
way.
This way. We'll go down this way.
Definitely creepy though, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's a lot better. It's a lot worse at night when you feel like someone stood behind you and you look, there's no one there.
I'm not too sure.
Or you feel like there's fingers on your shoulder and you look and there's fuck all there, and you're getting like, you know, You're getting shivers on top of your back of your spine and that. That's one when your hairs stand up on the back of your neck. And
Loads of bricks around there, isn't there?
they've not stood up for ages, on the back of your neck, and it's not a feeling that you're used to.
Look at all the bricks.
I said no.
I said no.
And they're the same bricks as what was used on that structure down there.
Yeah.
Look at that creepy old shoe there.
Oh, look at that, yeah. That's a fucking creepy shoe, isn't it?
It is a bit creepy, that's been like
Yeah, looks like some action Chernobyl, that, doesn't it? Little school shoe there.
Man, it's creepy.
Got to come choose some more words, and you can come tell us some more if you want. No?
I think we take a left here back
Left, yeah?
onto the,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
to the path here.
And it's down here, yeah?
Down here again, yeah. And if you got time, whatever, you really want to try and get to that house I was on about.
Yeah.
Also.
Fucking hell, it is a bit slippy, that. I'm glad I've got my boots on.
I've got my boots on, it didn't make any.
I know, it makes no difference. I better stand on the grass, actually.
Yeah, but watch out for the dog trap.
Yeah, imagine slipping and just landing.
Here.
Here, yeah, imagine slipping here. He said, took my words right out of me. Imagine slipping here, and I was going to say on some dog shit, you know what I mean? But yeah, it took the words right out of my mouth. Oh, fucking hell.
If you're going to come down here now, I'll potentially come with you
Yeah?
on like a weekend or something.
Yeah, well, definitely, you know, I tried to move around a lot. But yeah, Bury's on my radar massively. I want to get to Peel Tower when I can. And then there's a couple of other places too. But obviously the folklore, I'm massively invested in Bury's folklore because I want to investigate it, because I don't think there's much coverage in this area. And every one I've done so far seems to be true. The Spring Lane train one, that was positive, yeah, it just said positive, so it's agreeing with what I'm saying. So obviously the Spring Lane train, that was true. And then the Chesham Wats was true. Then yeah, this seems to be true as well. Well, yeah, at night time it's madness, because it's almost like a funnel that you're walking through, and everything else is surrounded by trees, and you just got this funnel like you're walking into. This is where you're watching, isn't it?
Yeah, this is sort of like a man-made path here.
Yeah, you can tell, can't you? Look at the fucking water down there.
Yeah, I don't think the water level moves much.
Look how stagnant that water is.
Actually, I don't think it moves much in terms of like levels up and down.
Leash.
Leash.
What?
So you're saying leash, so you were saying it moves up and down. Yeah, so it said leash. So it's being, obviously, it's being controlled by something, meaning the weather, if you get me.
Abigail.
Abigail. Is that your name, Abigail? Are you from round here? Do you know where you are? Do you know what year it is?
What was your name on there?
What's that?
What was your name on there?
What?
Heidi.
Heidi, yeah. That's weird, isn't it? Look how it's like a heart, yeah, and it's been broken. See it? I don't know if that's been made deliberately, where she had a broken heart. It's really sad, that, to be honest.
Yeah, isn't it?
You just get the feel here at night time of just being something totally different.
Yeah, Sarah and Abigail.
How many spirits are present? Usually on a full moon I'll ask and there'll be a reply, but because it's daytime and
What's the next full moon?
end of the month now, so it's on Friday night, Friday. I call it dress.
Huh?
So we're talking about a dress now, so it's obviously what females wear.
Yeah, but
I've had no man stuff come through whatsoever.
Sarah was in a dress before.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you're right. You know what I mean? That was fucking me. That was bang on. She had a dress on. She had that mask, didn't she? And she had a dress. No way. That's a fucking good one. That one. I like that.
No, I'm not into this, but seems a bit.
You just clicked straight away though. You remembered the dress. Yeah.
Yeah, remember that picture?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I said, I'm not into this. It's my first time being out. With
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Obviously, I'm just showing you the way, like around it.
Yeah.
See if you really want, we can try and cut through across there and see if we can go to the remains of that some form of house on that back corner over there.
Yeah.
See if you can see if you've got time or whatever.
Yeah, I've got time. Yeah.
I don't know if you're going to pick up. You're going to pick up something totally different there.
Well, it's all making sense so far. There's nothing where I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. This. It's just a slow, progressive sentence. If you get me from them.
No, everyone's just known it as the Hacking now.
Yeah.
Or that stretch of walkway or whatever is the Hacking now. I don't know why. And I mentioned it to you yesterday at work, and then you were like, "Well, tell me about it." And I explained, and he says, "Well, where is it?" I said, "I'm sure it's tomorrow because we're near there."
Yeah, yeah,
And obviously we finished work. And it's a good time because we're the best bin men.
yeah.
And we're in time. Yeah. No, didn't it?
I mean, to be honest, literally the first thing what I was about to say then.
This is where we used to cut through here. If you want to go first or something.
Right, so that's us. Have come out now. They want the house really in there, but you know it don't really matter because we just had to come in and have a look around anyway. So just had to have a quick little explore and carry on with the Bury campaign. I mean, it is a daytime video, but I'm still exploring for night time, so I can come back at night probably when it gets a bit darker. But yeah, that's a Hacking Knife, and what was it? What, that pond?
Yeah, I don't know what the name of this pond is.
Yeah, we don't know the name of the pond, so you can make a name up if you want. Call it whatever you want. But yeah, this is it. This is the end of the video. Nice watching, and big shout out to Andy for Andy. I know. Andy. Fucking big shout out to Ben. Yeah, we've been working with Andy all day really, so that's what it is. Andy's in my head a little bit. So nice one, Ben, for showing us around. Peace for soon. See you soon. So this is what we discovered after the video, that it was talking about some woman that may have lost her head, and it was talking about why it was called Hacking Knife. Whether her head got cut off or not, there's no evidence to suggest either or at this time, as it's just a day video, but obviously it's an interesting place, it's an interesting folklore, Bury, and I absolutely love Bury's folklore at the minute, so I'm no doubt come back here at night to see if we can get the bottom of this, see if the interest is there. But yeah, big shout out to Radclife, big shout out to Bury. Nice for watching, guys, and you know, if you smash that like button, much appreciated. But yeah, man, hopefully see you all soon, and yeah, Halloween's coming, so this is the spooky season is coming. See you soon anyway, guys.